everything
Hold
you
on.
need.
Okay, now go.
This is everything you need to make David's famous protein shake, Isagenix protein shake. And this is how you make it. And I suggest you do it this way because it'll be easier. You'll get more of it in your belly and less of it on the outside of the cup if you do it the way that I'm doing it. First off, I always keep, and you should do the same thing by the way, I keep a glass, not a plastic vessel, a glass of chilled water in the refrigerator because you want this thing to be chilled or it's going to suck. So you take your chilled water and you put 11, almost 12 ounces of it in there. Angie puts less than that, but she doesn't put near as much protein stuff in there. I call it about 11.75 ounces of chilled water. Then, this is Isagenix whey protein, which is denatured whey protein, which is the least processed kind of whey protein that your money can buy. Denatured means it was only pressed once, I think. You can look it up on the internet. But anyhow, this is from grass-fed beef cattle from New Zealand, and it is the best thing you can put in your body. Grass-fed, free range, hormone-free, steroid-free beef cattle from New Zealand. That's what's going in David's body right there. And then that's the whey protein, so that's just protein. This is a meal replacement protein that Isagenix also makes. It's also made from free-range cattle, but it's got some other stuff in it. It's not just straight protein. There are a few carbs in here. Not much, but a few, and there's just a little bit of sugar in there. But you won't die because I'm only putting about 70% of a scoop, and I put almost 2 full scoops of the whey protein. So about 70% of one of these scoops just to give it some chocolate flavor, because I'm going to mix almond butter with it also, and chocolate and almond butter taste great together. So there's that, and then the last thing you put in there before you put almond butter in there is you get yourself a heaping tablespoon of organic cold pressed flaxseed. Cold pressed, it was only pressed one time. Again, it's organic, cold pressed, that's the least processed flaxseed you can put in your body. And we want things that are less processed. So I'm dumping that in there. That's a little bit more than a tablespoon as you saw. And each tablespoon has 2,800 milligrams of omega-3, which is the good fat. You want it in your body. Now come here and watch how I'm going to do this, because this is how you keep the almond butter in your body instead of somewhere else. I'm going to now dig myself a little hole in here so that when the almond butter goes in there, it doesn't goop over to the sides of the protein shaker doohickey, and then it ends up on your protein shaker instead of in your belly. And if you're going to put this much almond butter, which by the way, almond butter is kind of expensive, if you're going to put this much almond butter in your shake, you want it to go in your belly, not in the sink when you clean out the cup. So there you go, Mr. Almond Butter's in there. And I'm eating it off my finger because I don't want to waste it. Plus it's awesome because this is all natural raw almond butter. I'd prefer you get organic raw almond butter at Trader Joe's or wherever you want to get it, but organic is better than saying natural.
The organic was $16.99 for that.
Yeah.
Instead of that was $10.99.
So this is $10, or you can pay $6 more and live longer. Your choice. I'm going to get the $16 stuff, but they were out of it, so we got the natural. Then the last thing you do is you put Mr. Honey in here, and not very much because this stuff is pretty high glycemic, which you know we don't want glycemic, but enough to where it's sweet enough where you do look forward to drinking this thing. Because if you don't look forward to drinking this concoction, I would say that's about a teaspoonful of honey. You do want to look forward to drinking this thing, and you can ask my lovely wife. I look forward to drinking this 2 or 3 times a day, maybe even more than my meals. I love this stuff. Now, there's a little doohickey in there that looks like a spring inside there that's mixing everything up right now. And you get it, make sure you get it shook up enough where the almond butter is really shook up and in there, so you're going to get it all in your belly instead of in the cup. And that's how you make David's protein shake, and it takes me about 18 seconds to drink this sucker. And that's how it goes. Bye. Out for now. Stop it.